And all of a sudden, that changes.
Recalculating.
The turn of the century, when Moscone's
Continue 0.9 miles. Then turn left on Thurber's Avenue.
The relationship becomes contested.
The basis of this seems to me so weird. I mean, I understand the logic that players need a certain amount of time to be not only physically mature, but ready to come to the U.S. and play baseball. But the idea that an 18-year-old would be worth a great deal less than a 16-and-a-half-year-old, it simply denies the fact that not all 18-year-olds are alike any more than all 16-and-a-half-year-olds are alike.
Yeah, and this doesn't even take into consideration the preparation that oftentimes these Moscones, they get them to go to school, they get them to learn English. So a lot of the mediation that MLB built that decision on is no longer valid in the case of some of these Moscones. In contrast, and to show you there's a kind of a nationalist piece of this, Cuba leaves Cuba and escapes, and he's 30 years old. Those same restrictions don't apply to him. He can get millions of dollars in bonus money. There was a couple of players that were being developed during the time I was there, who, the time they initially received an offer from the Major League team, till the time they were vetted, that's when the State Department and MLB runs their own separate investigations.
Just to make sure they are what they say they are, and they are the age they
post
say.
9/11, that's exactly what we have. We have a real emphasis on that. But oftentimes, by Bruscones, this is seen as an intentional
In
strategy.
0.2 miles.
Because the
Turn
player
left
who
on
received
Thurber's
a
Avenue.
$5 million offer, I'm referring to one case, by the time the vetting stopped, he was a full year and a half older. On this model, his value decreases. And for him, he was not okay with penalty at $5 million. But a year and a half later, he was okay at 2-point-something million. It's really, from their perspective, this is a way of driving down costs. And they view it with shock. They're very disheartened by it.
You started writing about baseball in the Dominican Republic 25 years or so ago, and you acknowledge that the extent to which the Dominicans have recently developed what you call the most modern baseball facilities in the hemisphere has surprised you. Why?
I don't want to take all the credit away from Major League Baseball, nor do I want to give them undue credit.
Turn left on Thurber's Avenue.
Part of what the cost of doing business in the Dominican Republic has become. If they're going to attract a top-level candidate, it's only going to be because that's what... It's like your kid going on a college visit. If they don't see the right kind of dorm with all the little, pluses, and so forth, they won't be intrigued.
Given those baseball facilities and the way in which numbered
Continue
Dominicans
0.3
assume
miles.
leadership
Then turn
positions
left on
not
Prairie
only
Avenue.
in the Dominican Republic but in the front offices of Major League Baseball as well, why is it that, as you say, MLB is still attempting to coerce Dominicans into compliance?
Well, personally, I think there's a healthy degree of tokenism at the highest levels. I don't truly feel that Dominicans are appreciated
Turn left on Prairie Avenue.
What they can bring to an organization. I mean, we love, it's the old notion, we love to see him on the field. We love to see him in front of a moving camera, but behind the camera, behind the scenes. That's
Turn left on Prairie Avenue. Recalculating.
There's a tendency to still
continue 0.7 miles. Then turn left on Montgomery Avenue.
And as long as we have that colonial kind of mindset, we're not going to make, Omar Minaya was a great opportunity. It didn't work out in terms of winning championships. But what that team did in the short was the general manager of the Mets was really kind of remarkable on the organizational level. And I think the team they raised to a great job too. But there are limits though. So as an industry, there are owners there that don't even know where their academy is in the Dominican Republic. That's how far removed.
Alan Klein is the author of Dominican Baseball, New Pride, Old Prejudice. Alan, thank you very much for speaking with us.
Thanks again, Bill.
Only a Game is produced by and Doug Tribune. Our technical director is James Trout. We had help this week from Martin Kessler and from John Kalish. Our intern is Zoe Sobel, and our senior producer is Gary Wallen. It's time for our final word, and it looks like Charlie Pierce has fought his way back into the studio.
And remember, on May 12th at the Somerville Theater, you can see Bill and I talk about sports!
Thank you very much, Charlie. I'm Bill Littlefield. Thank you for listening. I'll see you next week.